everybody. This is Half Baked Sports. I'm John. We got Chuck. We got Big Man Josh in the middle. Here we go.
All right. First topic up that we were actually trying to start talking about a little bit before we started recording, so we had to put a pause on that and start it up right now. Possible landing spots for J.J. Watt. I know it's the talk of the town. There's been a lot of teams mentioned. Hopefully, we'll bring you a little bit of insight to why, where we think he's going to go and why he won't go to some places that people are talking about. For instance, a lot of people were talking about Green Bay being a possible landing spot. And after talking to Chuck here, go ahead and tell him what you told me.
So with the Green Bay Packers, from basically because they paid Aaron Rodgers, that's why they're kind of sort of devoid of talent outside of Devontae Adams and I think his name is Zadarius Smith. But Zadarius Smith is on his probably towards the end of his rookie deal. Either way, some big names, those big names should be coming up due for another contract extension. So with that being said, because you're paying them, if J.J. Watt goes there, he's going to command a lot. So now you have a whole defense that you really need to build on the secondary. So to put more pressure in the front, I mean, you're going to pay more for the front for a secondary that, say, like since Tom Brady's still playing, then you got Mahomes and Jackson who can throw past the front line of scrimmage. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like you need the secondary, so it makes no sense for Green Bay to me personally.
Green Bay makes sense only because they brought up that he did go to the University of Wisconsin.
Yeah, his home state, whatever.
I don't even know if it was his home state. I just know that that's where he went for college, so that it made sense on that realm. But outside of that, plus him increasing the defense capability would make them a little bit more competitive for the playoffs, as we saw. Because their defense was doing good against Brady. I mean, they got three turnovers, three interceptions.
They actually played well.
They played really well. So
right.
I could see where he would add another dynamic to that.
But if they do,
but you're right.
If they get a corner, then people like Brady, Mahomes can't throw. Mm-hmm. They already have Jair Alexander there, the one that picked off Brady 3 times.
Yep.
I mean 2 times. So with him plus another corner, like another star corner. Somewhere like, let's say, I'm not going to say Jalen Ramsey's level, but another star corner, then Brady and them will think twice about throwing. So you have to hold on.
All quarterbacks will.
All quarterbacks will start thinking twice about throwing, so they're holding on to the ball more. That pressure that's already coming will get there.
Yeah.
So
like mine was the two I thought about was the Steelers and the Browns. The reason I said the Steelers was for the simple fact the brothers play. The NFL would love to see 3 brothers on the same team. It's a history-making moment. Can they afford him? Not real sure.
And it does get down to cap space, which, I mean, obviously, some of that is public knowledge. You can get on the webs if you know where to go and find out what that is. We're not up to that part yet, but who knows? As this little channel develops, maybe we will get more into that.
And with the Steelers, their defensive line has always been good. And him on one side, his brother on the other side, that's going to wreak havoc on anything.
Oh yeah.
Well, the thing is, JJ has already said he didn't want to play.
Well, no, I'm just saying though. I'm saying, Paul, anybody can sweet enough deal, somebody else, he might. Then when I say Cleveland, they showed in the last couple of years that defense is really, really good.
Mm-hmm. And he would improve them, no matter what.
Reader's there already, so they're familiar with each other.
Garrett's on the other side.
Garrett's on the other side, and those two you can actually switch anytime you want.
And they would definitely do that too.
That would hamper that actually would give Mahomes, like right now he's the quarterback to beat in the AFC. Yeah. That would give him fits. I mean, literally fits. You got both these guys and this guy in the middle coming at you all the time. Literally will give you fits.
Yeah, and so Cleveland's definitely another spot. It would make them more competitive. But I also look at it from the point of view of who's ready to go make a deep run with him. That might be something that he may consider as well.
That's what he wants. He wants to go to a team that's on the cusp of winning a championship. Yeah. He doesn't want to go somewhere. He might as well stay in Houston if he wanted to rebuild.
Right, so exactly.
And a lot of the teams that are in the playoffs that make more sense to me is the 3 we just mentioned, in addition to the Buffalo Bills.
Bills would be a better spot for me. Bills, I think just because they have a system over there right now that's working. Mm-hmm. Josh Allen's playing really well, primarily because they run the ball effectively.
Yeah.
And that defense is awesome.
Yeah.
So that would be another good landing spot. But then it's one of those questions: do they need him?
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, it's gonna come down to a team that needs him.
And also, it could be that greed factor. Well, we add him on this team, it makes us that much better. So whether
And
or not,
and that's a valid point when you take a look at the AFC, because right now, I mean, just because of the offensive power, Kansas City is the favorite for the next few years.
Mm-hmm. And see, and that's the problem. That's the problem with it, though. When you put these defenses on them, like what Tampa Bay did in the Super Bowl, they fold.
Yeah.
If you put the defense on them, they fold.
But
so with that being said, if he joins any one of those 4 teams, or even Kansas City, he makes Kansas City defense better.
See, Kansas City
wouldn't go for him right now.
They can't afford it.
They can't because the only reason that they're still going to be consistently good because Kelsey's taking a pay cut and Travis, the other one, Tyreek Hill's taking. They're all taking pay cuts. That's the only reason. Just to stay together.
But eventually, you're going to have to pay them again.
I mean, well, they can be like Brady and do the team deals for the rest of their career. I mean, they're going to win Super Bowls that way. But an also possible spot for JJ might be the Dolphins because that's a playoff team right there.
Yep, they're just missing a few minor components.
I forgot.
Tua is showing some promise, but I heard they might be looking for a different quarterback.
Oh yeah,
so,
they're looking for Deshaun Watson.
And if they get Deshaun Watson, then hey, JJ, come follow me.
The Dolphins have a lot of first round draft picks,
and that's the thing.
They do.
Okay, well, since we're talking about that one. The Dolphins, there's the Tennessee Titans also. Their defense is pretty good also.
But they got a quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
you're talking about JJ.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
That actually helps their defense.
The only reason I say no to that is
he's not going
you
there.
rarely see teams trade in interdivision.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's released.
Well, he's released.
Huh?
He's signed anywhere he wants.
True. I forgot about that.
The only team we talked about in NFC wise is Green Bay. I don't know of any other team that's interested in him in the NFC, with the exception of and the Cowboys.
Dallas, and that would be a solid spot. But would he want to go to Dallas?
No.
I mean, that's kind of a
they need a quarterback.
Yeah, well, we're not sure yet. He's not gonna play next year.
Who?
I know. Dak Prescott's not gonna play next. He's not gonna be able to play next year. But I mean, this year coming up. I'm sorry.
Do we have a call?
Oh, we got a call from Kendall.
Hey, let's take it. We're on film. Hey, Kendall, you're live with Half Baked Sports.
Oh, hey, fellas, what's up?
Hey, we're in the middle of one of the tapes.
Yeah, we're
finishing
finishing
up
up
on something. Since I hope we can get you on this. What do you think is a possible landing spot for J.J. Watt?
Landing spot for J.J. Watt. Pittsburgh would be good.
And the reason, what's your reasoning for it though?
Hey, that's funny you say that. We were talking about that here last Sunday, I believe.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I take that back. First spot for J.J. Watt, I believe, would be Tampa Bay.
I mentioned that.
I don't think they can afford him.
If they had cap space, I mean that would be where I would go if I was JJ, just to get that ring, because Brady's going to get one more within the next couple of years.
Yes.
The man's going to play team.
They were talking. The team offered him an extension if he wants it.
If he wants it,
wow. they're going to extend his contract.
So they're good.
That's crazy.
But hey, all right, man. Hey,
He ain't getting that ring, I mean, heck,
well,
he'd be in the playoffs for sure. So,
yeah.
I mean,
he's not going to a team that's going to rebuild. So I didn't even think about Tampa Bay. To be honest with you,
because they're going to be solid for the next couple of years as well. All right.
All right, Kendall, we're going to call you back later, man.
Yeah, give us a few minutes. We're going to finish this segment. We'll call you back.
all right.
But I think that pretty much sums it up. I mean, I can't think of any other places.
I was going to say Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Okay, so what do you think of? I'm not sure, but I was going to say the Rams, but I'm just not.
I'm not feeling
with the
it.
new quarterback.
Yeah, well, there was a quarterback swap.
Yeah.
If they have space, that would be a good spot for
I
him.
think they're capped.
Well, him and Donald on the same defense. I mean, dude, come on.
They're capped too
Exactly.
because Jalen.
That's an awesome team. Right
Jalen
there.
Ramsey's contract is up this year.
It's
They
up
got to
this
resign
year.
him.
Yep.
So yeah, they're capped.
Well, I mean, if he wants to win a ring, he already got his money.
Yeah.
If he wants to win a ring, he doesn't have to sign a big ass contract.
Nope.
He can JJ Watt. He can do like a 50, like Tom Brady, a $50 million 2-year contract, and then after he get his ring, if you want to do something different, then do something different.
That's if
How bad do you want the ring?
that's if you have to ask JJ on that one.
Yep.
Hey JJ, if you ever catch us, man, give us a holler and let us know. Give us some feedback. See how bad you want that ring, man.
Yep. All right, I think let's go ahead and wrap this up. I mean,
Yeah.
this is basically the most of the talking points that we've heard. You know, obviously Steelers because his brothers are there. Cleveland because he improves their defense enough to make them contenders. Tampa Bay, but that's only if he's thinking in another ring and they think that, you know, he or the powers that be think that he'll help their improvement there. To me, I think Tampa's defense is already solid.
I think it's solid.
I think he has a pride thing. Think about it. It's like Kevin Durant going to Golden State. They didn't need him.
So then he's going to want to go to a team that has the same work ethic as he does. Then you're right. Maybe Baltimore.
Baltimore.
But
that's another one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Cowboys just for the simple fact that they're not a contender.
No, not right now. Well, they would have been if they had Dak.
Okay.
And
They would have been in the playoffs if it hadn't been for
they're
Dak.
cap strapped too. They got cap
They
strapped
got,
too.
they got to sign this.
But anyway, a lot of interesting talking points. Obviously, we're going to be waiting with bated breath and definitely do an in-depth analyzation of where he actually ends up. So, gentlemen, anything last-minute comments on this?
I'm just throwing this out there because New England got a $64 million cap space. Just throwing it out there.
Hey, JJ, go to New England, right? See how Belichick really does it and is successful with his system, and then help Cam Newton get back to the Super Bowl.
Right. I guarantee you, Chuck will have that jersey in his closet.
I sure will.
Sign that
I sure will.
Yep.
Sure will.
All right. Thank you for joining for this segment. Keep an eye out for more. We may even get some more done tonight or tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and stick with us. Later on, probably around the draft. Right?
Oh yeah,
draft.
That's when we're coming out with our new channel, Just Us Sports Talk, and we'll have more content, and we'll be transitioning over to that. So look out for that as well.
All right.
All right. Thank you.